Sure.
Hello everyone, I'm Jitendra Singh. I welcome you to Read My Story discussion forum. And today we will be discussing about why there is a need for women empowerment. And today I have with me Dr. Poulomi Ghosh Naeem and Miss Prachi Borkar. So first, I'll introduce Dr. Poulomi Ghosh. So she is a life and business coach. She is a change catalyst, a devotee to social conduct. She has close to 24 years of experience in human resource leadership development, and her expertise lies in human relation learning, cultural change, leadership, innovation, talent management, and organization development. So she is a dual master in psychology and English literature with a degree in criminal law. Poulomi has been practicing Reiki for decades now. She is a strong believer of six P's in life: passion, perseverance, perfection, planning, performance, and patience. So, Poulomi, welcome and please share something about yourself.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Jitendra, for that wonderful note about me. I think you covered almost everything. Just one thing that I would like to add here, because we are talking so much about what I do in life. So I think, yeah, 24 years of corporate experience, and I did my doctorate in criminal psychology. So I combined the criminal law and the psychology. I think that's the only thing that was missed out here. But yeah, I mean, I think this morning, and I would like to wish everyone Merry Christmas this morning. And I think today we are talking about and discussing about one of my most favorite topics. Why why would you actually need a woman empowerment? I've been hearing it for the last decade, and people have been very, very strongly promoting women empowerment. So I think, Jitendra, you have chosen a wonderful topic today, and I think it gives a lot of a lot of opportunity for women like us to actually discuss that in
So,
the forum today. So over to you.
Sure. Thank you so much. We have one more guest today. Miss Prachi Borkar. She is a motivational speaker and life coach, emotional freedom therapist, and moving power trainer, and women empowerment coach as well. So, she is also a founder of Inspiring Dreams Academy, Prachi Center of Excellence, Prachi's Mind Shift, and she is also the founder of HR Stri Shakti Ki Women Empowerment Group. So, welcome, Prachi. Please share
Yeah,
some
thank
brief
you.
notes about yourself.
Yeah, so you want me to tell about myself?
Yeah, sure. In short.
Yeah. So I'm Prachi Borkar and I'm a motivational speaker and life coach. And since 10 years, I'm helping people, professionals, women to change their life, to transform their lives in whatever way they can. Maybe they are having some issues in their personal life or professional life. So I have transformed so many people and helped them to get a satisfied life and happy life. And since 3 years, we have started this project on women empowerment, where we are working with women who are physically, emotionally, mentally, financially at a weaker level, and we are helping them to empower and fight against all the challenges as a woman that they are facing in their family or in the corporate world. So, like we have empowered many women, and we have also given awards to many women since last 3 years. So that is what is my brief about the work I do.
Sure, that's great to hear. And
Yeah.
since we have taken a topic which is really important for everybody, not
Yes.
specifically for women, for men too. So we would be talking about this in detail. So first thing, there is a difference between empowerment and equality. We always talk about empowerment, equality. So there is something
Can
interchangeable
I
in
close my video or I have to keep the video on?
yeah, you have to keep your video on.
Okay,
If
okay.
somebody is using like any other application running, we can switch it off that application. It will help. So we are talking about empowerment and equality,
There is
interchangeably
some
also.
noise. There is some noise coming. Yeah, some disturbance is coming. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So empowerment and equality. We always talk these terms interchangeably, but these are not used to be interchangeably. They are different. So how they are different and what they mean. So Paulomi, first question is with you.
All right. So I think, equality, when we talk about that term itself, equality is, it is treating the gender in an equal way, right? So there is no difference. We keep on saying that we are equal. However, I think the age old story is, men and women are definitely different. However,
Correct.
what we are actually trying to do is we are trying to treat both of the genders equally. That's all about your equality, where you treat everybody in an equal way. And when we talk about empowerment, I think it is more to do with empowering women in terms of your educational, your financial independence. Because there are times, and I think even today there are also areas or rural which are not developed, where women is still dependent on a man, or dependent on anybody that comes in. She needs to be independent. So when we are talking about empowerment, I think we are trying to empower a woman in a way where she is able to lead her life, on the way that she, on a direction that she really wants. We're talking about educational empowerment. We're talking about financial empowerment. Like what Prachi was just saying, that she's working on a project, where we talk about how do we empower women in terms of physical, mental, emotional, financial, and everything. So that the gender equality also would come when you stop considering that women are actually considered very weak. However, I strongly feel as a woman myself that I think emotionally women are the stronger gender than the man, right? Because women are very expressive. A man would not express that much. So I think women are always emotionally extremely strong. The only thing is that the consideration, or that the society norm that we need to change, that women are very weak. So I would not believe in that, and that's exactly what women empowerment is, according to me.
Right.
Yes, yes.
That's perfect.
True.
And Prachi, you have any like
Yeah.
assumption? about
Yeah,
this
so
thing?
when we talk about gender equality, means men and women they should be treated equally. Like uh, what I have seen in most of the families, like in India, the women are not getting equal property rights of the father, like the hereditary property that is given to a man, because since so many years it's been believed that a man is more powerful than a woman, or a man is more skilled than a woman. So all these things are still going in India, even though the woman is educated, she is earning on her own. Still, in families, they are not treated equally. Like if sister and brother is there, so they are not treated equally. Like the rights that the brother is getting, the sister is not getting the comfort that the money from the family which the brother is getting, the sister is not getting, the girl is not getting, right? Another thing is that the girl is not having the rights to decide her own life. First thing, that is the biggest problem in India, biggest problem. If all the things are enforced on her, first thing, that you have to get married, you have to you have to get married at this age, then that also you have to marry according to the parents choice. Career also you have to select according to the parents choice. Most of the families today in India are traditional. They are not given enough freedom, like the men, to lead the life that she wants, with equal love, with equal support which the male person in the family is getting. The female is not getting that right. If she is saying that I don't want to get married, if she is saying that I don't want to do job, I want to do business, so the man is getting, the brother is getting all the things, and the girl is not getting the things. There are so many cases like this who have approached me, and I have done the counseling for them. So that is the problem. The problem is in the thinking. The thinking needs to change, but it's really difficult to change it, because it has been ingrained in our ancestors mind that man is more powerful, or man is more superior than a woman. या फिर a man should get more rights than a woman, because maybe he is taking the generation ahead of the family. So yeah, so in terms if we see the families, so women are not getting the property from the father. They are not getting the rights. Even in the corporate world, they are not getting the equal salary. Like even in, you have seen in film industries, there are so many actresses. They are not getting the same uh, remuneration. Okay,
Right.
and if a woman is more successful, then of course again then there are men, there are people, they are always ready to pull their leg and bring the obstacle. So in terms of finances also, in terms of family issues, property issues, they are not getting equal rights. If the girl wants to take a divorce and don't want to get married in the, if a girl is married and then she wants to take divorce, I have seen cases in my counseling that the family is not ready to support. Even if the man is not, if the girl is not happy with the man after marriage, still the family is not supporting. They are forced to be in that marriage life. Why? Because they are because she is
In
a girl,
simple words,
and if she gets married to someone else, there are many problems that the family is facing because of the society.
so
So
actually
the
in
girl is
simple
not
words,
taken as a pride of the family,
simple words, we
as
can
the
say
man is
that
taken the pride of the family.
actually in simple words we can say that equality, when we talk about equality, that means the equal rights to be given to a girl or female. And
Yeah.
when we talk about empowering, empowering means we need to give them the power to decide on their own what they want to do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And Jitendra, here I would just like to add one thing. We are talking about how a family would also contribute to that. I think the upbringing matters a lot. And I would
Sure.
say that I have been very fortunate to be raised as a human being, most importantly, and not as a girl or a boy. I think that platform was given to me, and I was never forced to pick up a career or a education. My parents always wanted me to be successful and do what I like. Of course, they would have their own own boundaries there, but then I was allowed to do that. I think it also matters. And when we talk about the equality and empowerment, I think India will be having a gender equality and empowerment the day a woman is actually fearlessly walking out of the house at 2 in the midnight. I think we are
Right.
still far behind that. So I think
Yeah, that's true.
that is actually true equality for me.
Correct, correct. Wonderful. So, if we talk about main principles of women empowerment, so what do you think these principles are? Prachi, over to you.
Main principles of women empowerment is what I have started in my firm is that women needs to get empowered at all the levels. First is the physical level. She should get the security. She should be safe if she is doing a job or if she is in a particular city. She should feel safe in the society wherever she is staying in the corporate world. She should be emotionally and mentally strong. No matter the family is supporting, the husband is supporting, the children are supporting or not. She should be able to be emotionally strong and happy with the life that she is having without getting the support, without getting the emotional support. Also, she should be empowered. She should be happy. She should know how to create her own happiness. That will bring her more emotional and mental strength. She needs to discover her own self, her own identity. That is going to make her emotionally and mentally strong. That she is something. उसने कुछ तो हासिल किया है. Right? So emotional
Right,
and mental strength is very important when you are talking about empowerment. And third is finances. Without money, nothing is going to happen. If the woman is financially free, if she is earning on her own, she doesn't have to depend on the family, nor on the father, nor on the husband, nor on the kids. For her future life, for her safety and security, she needs to be financially secure. So
correct.
that's the most important thing because today most of the women they are dependent on their father or they are dependent on their husband for finances, and that's why they are suffering in that relationship.
Right. So, Paulomi, your views on this? You are mute.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think somewhere I would also relate to that, and this is also again on a society norm, right? Because the again, I think what Prachi mentioned in the beginning, there has to be a shift in the mindset, right? That mindset shift is very very important in our country, and I don't know when we would be able to achieve it. We're talking about the 21st century. We're talking about dealing with the millennials and all, but I think we're still there. We're still not achieved a situation where we can say a woman is independent in every way. uh, Again, it has to come within. One, it has to come within. Second, it has to come with the upbringing. And third, I think the rural sector has to be still improved, and I don't know how much of work we can contribute and do there. Because if a woman is empowered, or a woman is treated equally, and there is a gender equality everywhere that we talk about, then we would never have a Nirbhaya case once again, right? So I
Right,
think we need to get into that. The safety is so important about a woman, and everybody talks about. You open the newspaper, you open a news channel, and that's all you get to hear. So I'm not sure why we are still, that mindset shift has not happened, and I don't know how many more years would it take. But this has been continuing for the last, I don't know how many decades. I can't even count those decades. But I think that's
correct.
very so. Shift in the mindset for me is the most important thing today.
And I believe that this can only happen through awareness and education. That is the primary objective. And that education and awareness not only to the female, but also to the male counterparts as well. Because if we talk about smaller villages or towns, so the education level there is really low, and the
Exactly.
awareness is equally low. So that is important thing. First thing is education and awareness. This will help us to bring in definitely more change and more awareness further. So on to this further, if I talk about empowering girls or women, why this is really important for us, not only like as an individual, but as a whole society or maybe as a whole nation.
I believe, Jitendra, because see, empowering women, I think, like everyone, woman is also empowered to live on her own with the dignity that
Right,
she
right.
has. So I think it is very important that and also I believe that as a woman, there might be a debate on that, but I strongly believe that for me, a woman in the house is an indispensable tool, right? I think she's an epitome of sacrifices. and I think she's ready to take the any role that you offer to her. So it is very, very important that that you kind of let her live the way that she wants to, be it she contributing to the health sector, to a family sector, in terms of, having that financial stability. It's extremely important, because today when we talk about, having, so I've heard many times when people say that without a woman in the house, I think the house is not a house anymore, right?
right,
So there is a difference
Right.
between, now how many of us would agree? Yeah, there are some men, I think, who strongly would say that, it's okay, I can handle, but ideally they can't. That's the situation.
Hmm.
But then
Yeah,
the
true.
acceptance also has not arisen in our country, in the society. That acceptance that yes, I cannot live without this, I cannot live without her, I cannot do this. I think that, again, I will go back to my first statement, and I will stick to that forever. There has to be a shift in the mindset, the way
correct,
you think about it, right? The way you think that, she can do it, instead of thinking that she is a weak gender, she has all the weaknesses, she's always dependent. If you allow her, and I think that dependency of financial, emotional stability has come in the last 2 years of pandemic, right? You guys all might have noticed that, everybody was at home, and when the woman was at home, I think she did everything that was possible, while managing work, while managing the family, managing kids, managing husband, because everybody was at home. There are women
correct,
who actually started being entrepreneurs, who started this home delivery, food
Right.
delivery. I think
Right.
these 2 years have taught and shown us that what a woman can do all by herself, when there has been loss of jobs, loss of, loss of family members, everything. I think she was she stood like a rock there. So that also should have taught us that, a woman is not only to make your tiffin boxes ready in the morning, but I think she's ready for everything. She's ready to take up new challenges. That's my take on that.
right,
Right. Right.
right.
Right.
I
That's
also
true.
support your, I also support your statement on this, because that is a crucial part, because men and women both make life. So without one, we cannot sustain. So that
Yes.
is really important. So, Prachi, if I talk about barriers, so what do you think are the most significant barriers to female empowerment?
The female itself is the most biggest barrier. All the women that I do counseling, they are so much programmed by their parents, by the in-laws, or by the society. They are so much into their mind, they are so much into those old traditional beliefs, that they have a certain fear inside कि अगर मैं मेरे माँ बाप के हिसाब से नहीं चली, अगर सोसाइटी के हिसाब से नहीं चली, then who will accept me? The biggest problem is that they want acceptance. Nobody is accepting the women, so they are in a cage of, they are tied up in that cage where, they feel that I have to behave according to my family, I have to behave according to the society, then only I can survive in this society, then only I can be safe, or then only I can get good relationships. Women is not getting acceptance. If she's saying that I don't want this, I want to live on my own terms, I want to make my own career choices, I don't want to marry, I don't want to have kids, that that woman is not treated as a good human being. There are so many beliefs. So because of this fear that I will not get the acceptance from my family if I don't listen to them, that is the biggest barrier, and that's why they are not getting empowered, they are not getting changed, they are not changing their beliefs, they are not coming out, they are not coming in their real form what they are, they are not coming out in their real divine feminine power what they are. They are in constant fear, they are in constant shame, and they constantly want validation from the family, from the husband, from the kids, from the in-laws. So because there is lack of self esteem, they
Right,
don't believe in themselves, they don't have the confidence to stand for themselves,
correct,
and even if they stand, they have that fear that everyone will leave me and go, I will be alone. So lack of love, lack of acceptance, low self esteem, all these things are the barriers, and they need to be mentally, all these things need to be mentally removed from their mind needs to be cleansed, and then only they can be on their own, they can create their own identity, come what may. I will fulfill my dreams, I will go for my dreams, for my choices, even if no
correct,
one is supporting me. Yeah. So that is the biggest barrier. The woman itself doesn't want to come out of it because they are having the fear. If I come out of this um, cage of societal dynamics that the society has laid upon me, I should be a particular way. I should talk in a particular way. I should dress in a particular way in front of my in laws, in front of my parents. I don't have the right to speak in my family. What I want, they will disown me. My in laws, my children will disown me. So they have this deepest fear. No one will accept them. So that's why they are not able to come out of this cage. इस जाल से वो बाहर ही नहीं आ पा रहे, वो खुद की पहचान इसलिए क्रिएट नहीं कर पा रहे बहुत सारी लेडीज.
True,
So
true.
that is
So
the biggest barrier. There is no support from the family, there is no support from the society. So society is not going to change for a woman, right? We have seen that since so many years a woman is suffering. She's suffering and suffering. She's not getting any justice. She's not getting the acceptance. The woman has to change from inside. She needs to change the thinking. It's okay. No one is giving me the acceptance. I accept myself with whatever I'm doing. I love myself. And I am proud of myself with whatever achievements I'm doing. Right?
and
So that is the
Very
biggest
true.
barrier. The women needs
Agree
to
with that.
change the thinking and become more
the thing
strong.
is, when you start believing in yourself, and when you start like taking yourself as an more stronger, more powerful, and you start demanding things from yourself first, then definitely gradually, if every woman start to do that, then gradually that will come become a norm, and every woman start to ask for that, and the society would change their dynamics on the
Right.
basis of the requirement which would arise. But
Yeah,
currently, that requirement should come.
Yes, yes. So we need to empower them at the mindset level, release their fears, make them more confident, make them stand for themselves, and then,
Right,
yes, ultimately, then people will follow them in their
correct,
company, in their family, or wherever they are. Stand for yourself.
right.
Don't get fearful. Don't get afraid कि ये लोग मुझे छोड़ के जाएंगे या मेरा जॉब चला जाएगा या मेरा रिलेशनशिप ब्रेक हो जाएगा. मैं क्या करूंगी बाद में अकेले रह के. Don't get
Yes,
afraid. No one is alone.
जो barrier है, which I feel is fear.
Yes, yes.
At
That is the biggest barrier.
that is one, and education is also another barrier,
yeah,
because if we talk about the level of education which is very low, and awareness about what women rights are, what women
Yeah.
like responsibilities are, that is also kind of awareness which we need to build in.
exactly. Hmm.
So if I talk about institutional and societal changes needs to make women more empowered. So Polomi, what is your view on this? Like what all change we can expect on
So
this
again,
front?
ये हम बात कर रहे हैं, फ्रॉम द टाइम वी स्टार्टेड, हम इसी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कि माइंडसेट चेंज होना जरूरी है. हम
Yeah.
पिछले कई सालों से, आई थिंक 10-15 साल से सुन रहे हैं, वो एक कैंपेन नहीं है, बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटी बचाओ काइंड ऑफ ए थिंग.
Right,
बट द
right,
थिंग इज,
Hmm.
हाउ मेनी ऑफ अस आर एक्चुअली फॉलोइंग इट. आज भी हम उसी माइंडसेट में जी रहे हैं, या तो उस देश में हम जी रहे हैं जहाँ पे आज भी लड़की का पैदा होना एक फैमिली में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है. लड़की
true,
क्यों है, लड़का क्यों नहीं है. आई थिंक ये क्वेश्चन हमारा पिछले, मुझे नहीं पता कितने सालों से है और कितने साल और रहेंगे. आज भी हमें वो जेंडर इक्वालिटी की हम बात कर रहे हैं, हम वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं. ऐसे कितने फैमिलीज है जो खुश होते हैं कि हमें लाइन से बेटियां हो रही हैं. ऐसे बहुत सारे माँ
Hmm.
बाप है, बहुत सारे खानदान है जिनको की प्रेशर दिया जाता है कि आपको बेटा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. राइट. तो ये जो
Right.
इंस्टीट्यूशनल और
on a
सोसाइटी
lighter
चेंज.
note, on a
हाँ,
lighter note, we see many like women, they go for medication to get son.
माइंडसेट अगेन, वो तो ये बहुत रेयर होता है कि आजकल के फैमिलीज में हम कहते हैं कि चाहे बेटा हो या बेटी, औलाद हो जाए तो काफी है, अच्छा निकल जाए तो काफी है. तो ये जो कॉन्फिडेंस है और ये जो कन्विक्शन है, आई थिंक ये सबके अंदर में नहीं है. एंड व्हाट यू सेड इज आल्सो राइट ना, कि मुझे बेटा चाहिए. कोई भी मैंने देखा है कि लाइक सी यू नो जितेंद्र दैट आई एम ए पॉश कंसल्टेंट, एंड आई also do counseling being a psychologist. I have got lot of women who come to me, they are depressed कि बेटा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. अब बेटा क्यों
Right,
नहीं हो रहा है, इसका तो कोई आंसर ही नहीं है, इसकी कोई काउंसलिंग नहीं है और इसका कोई दवा भी नहीं है मेरे पास, बेटा क्यों नहीं हो रहा। लेकिन मैं,
Right.
मेरा सवाल उन लोगों से ये है कि आप तो खुद एक औरत है, तो आप नहीं चाहती कि अच्छी सी, मतलब प्यारी सी गुड़िया सी बेटी हो, तो नहीं बेटा चाहिए क्योंकि वंश आगे बढ़ाना है। तो क्या करना है वंश आगे बढ़, ऐसा मुझे नहीं लगता कि किसी भी किसी भी शास्त्र में लिखा हुआ है कि वंश बढ़ाने के लिए बेटे की जरूरत है। Strongly being,
Right.
I believe in that. I being the first child of my parents, and as I mentioned to you, I had been very very fortunate enough to be raised as a human being, not as a कि तुम बेटी हो या बेटा हो. I have done
correct.
everything that that a boy would do, since my childhood. I was never into, my parents have never told me कि तुम लड़की हो, तुम्हें घर में बैठ के बस वो छोटे छोटे खाना बनाने वाले खिलौने से खेलना है. They just said that do what you want.
Most
So I like
important
karate, I play
thing,
badminton, all these
no, no.
things.
My question to all the people who say वंश आगे बढ़ाना है से, मतलब इतने बड़े बड़े राजा महाराजाओं के वंश नहीं बचे, तो आप कौन सा वंश आगे बढ़ाना चाहते हो?
अब
Right.
अगर सवाल करते हैं तो फिर वो डिबेट में चली जाती हैं, और फिर
करेक्ट,
टुडे वी आर आल्सो इन अ सोसाइटी की, फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे प्राची बात कर रही थी, जैसे मैं बात कर रही हूँ, वुमेन लाइक अस वुड बी कंसिडर टू बी रेबल्स। ये तो कुछ
Yeah,
भी बोलो, ये तो उल्टा बोलती है, ये तो कुछ भी बोलो जवाब देती है।
that
द
is the
पॉइंट
biggest
हियर इज
problem.
लॉजिक, द पॉइंट हियर इज लॉजिक, कि आप लॉजिकली कितना बात कर रहे हो। आप
करेक्ट,
आप थोड़ा अपना दिमाग लगा के सोचा करो, क्योंकि सी वी आल्सो कम फ्रॉम वेरी वेरी हम्बल, हम्बल एजुकेटेड फैमिलीज, और हमें कभी ये सिखाया नहीं गया। एंड आई थिंक आई एम आल्सो एक्सट्रीमली फॉर्चुनेट इनफ टू बिलोंग टू अ फैमिली और पेरेंट्स हु नेवर टोल्ड मी कि तुम्हें शादी करना है, तुम्हें चूल्हा चौकी करना है, कभी नहीं बोला। उन्होंने ये बोला कि तुम जिस दिन तैयार हो जाओगी हमें बता देना, राइट, हमें बता देना। तो आई थिंक इट इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड आई think that the values that is that is injected within you, it matters a lot. You carry it until your graveyard, being humble, right? उसके लिए तुम्हें कुछ किसी चीज की जरूरत नहीं होती है, बट या पीपल कंसिडर यू दैट कि चलो, तो ये वेस्टर्न वाली थॉट्स है, वेस्टर्न कल्चर से आए हो। कल्चर से कहीं नहीं आती, ये सिर्फ सोच की बात होती है कि आपके
Right.
दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है। बट डज इट मीन दैट वुमेन who are educated, who are empowered, who are settled in life, who earn a lot of money, don't take care of the family? I think that's a myth. The fact is that a
राइट,
woman has a inbuilt capability and empowerment within herself that she can do everything. Right? I am also married, right? I have a family, I have in-laws, I have a husband. Doesn't mean that because I'm speaking this way, I would not take care of it. I know that's my responsibility, and I think it's equal. That's where we talk about gender equality, right? Even the spouse takes care of you. So that mindset, these changes have to be there. And I don't know, we have been doing campaigns, we have been creating awareness programs, but still वो जब तक अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम होती है वहां बैठ के हाँ हाँ करते हैं, फिर वापस चले जाते हैं, फिर वही चलती रहती है ना। और फिर आप लेडीज को बुलाओ किसी प्रोग्राम के लिए तो घड़ी देखती रहती है, बोलते पति आ जाएंगे, रोटी बनाना है। तो दैट एम्पावरमेंट हैज नॉट कम। सो
करेक्ट,
अगेन दैट माइंडसेट कि क्या होगा अगर मैंने आज, अगर रोटी उन्होंने बना ली या सब्जी उन्होंने बना ली, तो क्या प्रॉब्लम होता है? आई थिंक इट इज ऑल गिव एंड टेक, एंड इट्स एन
Right.
करेक्ट.
एडजस्टमेंट दैट यू डू विथ ईच अदर।
Basically, it's supporting each other.
Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
adjustment, that's a support. I think that's also talks about how much you love each other, that आप एक दूसरे का इतना साथ दे रहे हो। I think वो
Right,
बहुत जरूरी, and I'm very
Right.
fortunate on that front as well. I'm very very fortunate. Today I did my PhD after I got married, right, with my husband's support. अगर वो नहीं
Hmm.
होते तो शायद मैं डॉक्टरेट कभी कर ही नहीं पाती, right? I think
Right.
it's so
Right.
important for you to get that support as well. That is also a equality, that is also an empowerment कि आपका स्पाउस समझ रहा है कि जो
Right.
काम
Right.
मैं कर रहा हूँ ये भी काम कर रही है, राइट? इसका काम
correct,
तुच्छा सा नहीं। इवन इफ यू आर अ पार्ट टाइम टीचर, दैट्स ओके, यू आर डूइंग समथिंग, राइट? तुम कुछ करने की कोशिश कर रहे हो लाइफ में, दैट इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट।
Yeah.
correct. And most important thing is when you, as a woman, supporting at home, doing home thing also, you are supporting your husband to do things outside. That is also kind of a collaboration. You are doing,
Yes.
you can say you are collaborating to run your family in a better way. So
एंड
you feel
वन
empowered.
एज ओल्ड स्टेटमेंट दैट आई वुड ऑलवेज हेट, लोग जैसे कहते हैं जो हाउसवाइफ होती है, मुझे लगता है वो सबसे ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट काम होता है। और जब आपका
Definitely,
आपका हस्बैंड या फिर घर में कोई आके पूछते कि दिन भर घर में रहती हो, करती क्या हो, मुझे उस सेंटेंस से इतनी ज्यादा नफरत है कि
that is
मतलब यू डोंट इवन अंडरस्टैंड, एक दिन घर पे रहो तो पता चले, राइट? दैट्स द
correct.
मोस्ट, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट आवर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, हमारे जो ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स थे, ग्रैंड मदर्स थी, दे वर ऑल, मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर हाउसवाइफ्स, और उन्होंने जो किया है हम उसका आधा भी नहीं कर पाएंगे।
True.
Yeah, so that
That's
is
true.
then that changes have to be there.
Correct. So, if I talk about Prachi, government initiative or government support, so what do you think how government to promote economic empowerment of women?
I think government has done a lot for women, but women are not taking those advantages. Many women they don't know about what are the schemes for women for doing business. If they want to start a business, there are so many loan facilities that government is giving. There are so many free centers where government is giving the training. There are so many अभी स्किल इंडिया के इतने सारे सेंटर्स है जहाँ पे लेडीज जाके अपने स्किल्स को डेवलप कर सकते हैं. बट एज ए मैंने ऐसे मतलब दे so I think his government has done more than enough, but the women they don't know how to take the advantage of it. They are not having that knowledge कि मैं जाके किस प्रकार से इन स्कीम्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करूं मेरे लाइफ में जहाँ पे मैं मेरा बिजनेस मैं खुद खुद एक इंडिपेंडेंट वुमेन बन सकती हूँ. So we need to give them more awareness about the government schemes that they are going on.
Correct.
There are so
So,
many things the government is already giving to women.
I feel that government is having so many schemes, but the problem is the awareness of that scheme is not there with everybody.
Yes,
So ये जो इशू है ना, इसको किस तरह से हम टेकअप कर सकते हैं कि वो अवेयरनेस वहां तक पहुंचे?
yes, yes. That's what we are doing through women empowerment groups and like our group, and there are so many groups. They are helping the women to start their own business, get the loan, get the training, and start their work from home.
राइट.
Yeah.
और ये जो गवर्नमेंट की एजेंसीज हैं या जो गवर्नमेंट के डिपार्टमेंट्स हैं, आई थिंक इफ दे स्टार्ट डूइंग दीज एक्टिविटीज जो अवेयरनेस को लेके है, थोड़ा और बढ़ाएं तो दैट विल हेल्प. So that is
Yes.
one thing, and organization like yours, and there are so many others जो ये awareness को फैलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, that is a good thing they are doing, and hats off to that. And if I talk about like other programs, like कैसे हम mentorship, coaching या networking को use करके इस empowerment को और ज्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचा सकते
Right.
ऐसे बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स हैं जो कि एक गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से होते हैं एज अ पार्ट ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट इनिशिएटिव, द कॉर्पोरेट सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड सर्टेन ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस दैट आई एम एसोसिएटेड विद. वी डू अ 6 months लॉन्ग प्रोग्राम, 6 महीने का होता है, कभी 1 साल का होता है, जहाँ पे की गाइडेंस दी जाती है, जहाँ मेंटरिंग होती है, कोचिंग होती है, दैट हाउ डू यू बिकम अ वंडरफुल लीडर और हाउ डू यू बिकम अ वंडरफुल इंडिविजुअल. लीडर तो काफी देर की बात होती है, बट पहले तो यू बिकम अ वंडरफुल इंडिविजुअल. How as a
Hmm.
woman you can make the difference, you can make an impact on the society, or you can make an impact in the organization that you're working for. तो इस तरह के काफी प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं. और जैसे प्राची बता रही थी, स्कीम्स बहुत सारे हैं, हमें बस स्कीम्स को एक्सेप्ट करना है और उसको हमें इस्तेमाल करना है. हमारे पास स्कीम्स बहुत है, हमारे पास अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, ऑप्शंस हमें दिए गए हैं, तो हमें उसको यूज करना है, हमें उसका इस्तेमाल करना है, हमें उसमें इन्वॉल्व होना चाहिए. कि ऐसा नहीं कि सारे इतने सारे स्कीम्स पड़े हुए हैं और हमें पता भी नहीं चलता है. तो थोड़ा सा आंख और कान खोल के रखे तो हमें बहुत सारी चीजें पता चलेंगी. तो इन दैट वे
हैं.
नो
राइट.
देयर आर लॉट ऑफ प्रोग्राम्स दैट वी आर नाउ डूइंग. There are also programs in certain universities which talks about only leadership of a woman, talks about women empowerment programs, कि आप क्या कर सकते हो, क्या सीख सकते हो, क्या इम्पैक्ट कर सकते हो. तो ये काफी सारी चीजें हैं मार्केट में अभी तो.
That's really wonderful. So, if we talk about like men and women to be a good allies, when we talk about women empowerment, so what is the need? What is the need? Like how we can engage more appropriate ways so that we can inspire male advocates so they can like support women empowerment.
So
Prachi,
uh, um, yeah, so Prachi,
yeah,
would take
Yeah.
it.
Can you repeat that question once again? How we can?
yeah, how men and women can be good allies when we talk about women empowerment. So how we can like inspire male counterparts to engage better so that they can be male advocates to women empowerment. तो वो कैसे कर सकते हैं? Like engaging more with men to get support for these type of activities.
Hmm. Yeah, because see, as ma'am said that men and women, they both are dependent on each other, or rather I can say a healthy relationship between a man and woman, only a man and woman can achieve some family goals or financial goals if they are working in coordination with each other, with cooperation, with trust, understanding, and believing and respecting each other. So I think
Correct.
women who are having these issues where they are not getting support from their family, first thing, or the in-laws, the main support that the only person that a woman can the woman can get the support is from her husband. Yes, so definitely we need to empower a husband who can help a woman to grow emotionally, mentally, at all levels, through cooperation, through understanding, and believing in her strength, taking the positive side. Because husbands have this very bad habit who they always say that, once we get married, we stop seeing the positive side of the other person. So I think the husbands, the men should be shown the positive side of the woman. As a man, if they are having a potential and if they are stopped at some level by the society, by the family, to grow, to not have their own choices, how they will feel. Because they both are human beings, a man and a woman, they both are a human being, they have the same emotions, they have the same thought process, they both want to grow equally. If
Right.
only the man can understand that pain of a woman, then only he can help the woman to grow. So I think there needs to be a lot of counseling, lot of emotional connect that they need to do with a woman to understand what she's going through and why she needs to get empowered. Just like if they are not getting empowered, what will happen to them? They will die. If you don't grow, you will die.
Correct. Correct.
Similarly, the woman is dying, they are not getting the growth,
Exactly.
right? They are
Right.
dying at home, they are just doing the ghar ka kaam. That's not something that a woman is made for. She's a human being. All the things, all the suffering which a man is having is also a woman is having. They both are a human being. There is no so yes, we need to make them understand that both are suffering. And once you understand the pain of a woman, then you can help her grow very nicely.
राइट राइट एंड आई बिलीव दैट इसकी शुरुआत जो है हम जब बच्चे हैं तब से शुरू कर सकते हैं बिकॉज
Yes,
वी कैन
yes,
टीचिंग देम व्हेन दे आर यंग कि
yes.
यू नीड सपोर्ट women in this way, so we can start teaching them
Yeah,
since they
when
are
they are kids.
correct. That
इसके
will
लिए
be
ना
also
सबसे पहला
be
वो सेंटेंस बंद करना होगा जहाँ पे बोलते हैं ना, लड़के नहीं रोते लड़कियां रोती है, तो वो वहां
Right,
से शुरू
right.
होती है, राइट? तो जेंडर इक्वालिटी और आपका जो एम्पावरमेंट है वो वहां से शुरू होता है
Yeah,
कि
all these
लड़के नहीं
beliefs,
रोते।
this, yeah,
हम ये
all these beliefs, since the so many generations we are listening to all these things. लड़कियों ने घर का खाना, किचन में रहना चाहिए, लड़के ने ऑफिस जाना चाहिए। बचपन में हम वो घर घर खेलते थे, उसमें भी वही होता था,
करेक्ट बट
है ना?
उसके
तो
उसके
वो
आगे
सब
आगे
इतना
ये चीजें
इनग्रेन्ड है।
कि हमें ये बोलने की जगह कि लड़के नहीं रोते, हमें ये बोलना चाहिए कि लड़कियां स्ट्रांग होती है, वो नहीं रोती
हम्म।
है ना, तो दैट विल मेक मोर इम्पैक्ट,
हाँ,
that will make them more confident. So on
एग्जैक्टली।
to it, next question is like how like since you both are women, and how your experience or since so far you've been working with the women empowerment so closely, so as per your experience I'd like to know from you guys like what things motivates you to like think or take care about women empowerment, matlab why you started doing these type of
So,
activities.
I would take that up first, Jitendra. Like I told you, right, I have been very fortunate to be raised as a human being, not as a girl or boy. And I think that empowerment was, there for me since my childhood. And since I felt very empowered and very motivated from my parents, I think I carried it all over, and I would like to do it until my last breath. At the same time, we are talking. I think I'm, again, I would say touch wood, and I'm very fortunate to get a husband who is like, I can actually change the statement and say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. But I think behind this successful woman today, there is my man. Right? He's always standing like a pillar.
Right.
He's my strength and
Wonderful.
support. And I think without him, I would not have been able to achieve today what I am. And, we've been married for 10 successful years today. And I think in these 10 years, I have explored and I have achieved more than what I would have done earlier. I think that support, that confidence in you, that yes, I believe in you and I know you can do it, and you focus on this and I'll take care of the rest of the things, is so so important. That kind of a belief that my husband has always given to me. And I think this is exactly what I say, that not all men would actually change after marriage, or not all men would be kind of push you to the kitchen, that you are just here to cook and all. I think my husband is a wonderful cook. I think he cooks better than me today, right? So I think, yeah, it's also, again, we talk about, people tell me that you're very fortunate. So if that's the statement that I can take, I think I'm very, very fortunate. And then, but I also believe that, it is more than being fortunate. You getting a partner that who is exactly understanding or able to feel what you're going through every moment is so, so important today. So I would say, that one thing that motivates me to convey to the rest of the women, that it is all about the kind of relationship you have with your spouse. You need to have a friend in your partner. You need to
Right.
have, a love in your partner. You need to see a husband, you need to see a father, you need to see everything. Everything makes your man, because he would be with you until your last breath. So that is so important today, and that's strongly I believe. And this is again, if men think that we are only talking about women empowerment and supporting women, I also support men who stand by their women, who make their women successful. And I'm one of the examples for
Great,
that. That's my
great.
take.
That's wonderful. So, what is your take on, like, Prachi? What is your take on the same thing? Like
Yeah, for
your
me,
experience?
it was a very difficult journey, like exactly opposite to ma'am, I can say that. And that's why I am here supporting women because I have personally gone through it. Um, I did not get support in my career from my family. I did everything on my own. So there are so many things which, as I said, that I did not get equal rights. I did not get the freedom to have a career of my choice. And having said that, I did it. And after choosing the things that I want to do, I did not get the what can I say, emotional support or mental support. That okay, ठीक है, कि तुम कर रही हो तो I will support you. वैसा कुछ हुआ नहीं मेरे केस. ठीक है.
Correct.
So I have personally got very much hurt because of that. And I see, yes, and I see so many women who come to me for the sessions, for the life coaching sessions. They are on the same page. But I am a warrior. I fought and I did what I want because I wanted to achieve the things, and I knew that at some level they are going to appreciate me. And now the scenario has changed. Definitely, because now I have proved myself, so they appreciate me and they are there with me. But that is not the case ना. जब मुझे जरूरत थी तब तो आप stand नहीं हुए ना मेरे साथ, right? So that is where this thing comes into picture. And that's why I started women empowerment, because there are so many women who are not getting support from their family nor from their in-laws, and they are not getting financial support also कि कुछ करना है तो भैया पैसे दे दो, वो भी उनको नहीं मतलब काफी सारे लोग वो भी मतलब because husbands don't believe in their wife, ये कि ये कर सकती है, कि ये कर सकती है, that is the thing, they don't believe that you have the potential. And that same thing happened with me. My father didn't believe that I had the potential until I proved it to him. So
Correct.
that's the thing. So that is where when this women empowerment groups, they help women to grow where there when there is a gap between them and their family, there we can help them to grow and connect with their families in a better way. So for me, my own personal struggle and pain story helped me to do it. But that's it,
Wonderful.
nothing else.
Really hats off to that. And
Yeah.
there are one more experience also of people that there are support available to them, but they are not willing to do it, or they feel like they are not able to do it. So that kind of people are also there, and there would be fourth category as well, wherein no support, no expectations, and also they are also not willing to do anything. So four type of
I think it's also very important what Prachi had just mentioned, and I would somewhere agree with her that there are two men who are very, very important in your life, your father and your husband, right? And if they don't believe in you, I think then you are completely shattered. You are broken within inside, क्योंकि ये दो ही लोग हैं. एक वो है जिसने आपको बनाया है, और एक वो है जो आपको आगे बनाने वाला है, राइट? अगर इन लोगों ने आप पे भरोसा नहीं किया, आप कर सकते हो. And that reminds me of my dad, who used to sing very well, and he used to always sing this song to me, that "Ruk jana nahi tu kahin haar ke," right? And he,
Hmm.
imbibed that in me so much. I think he is one of those fathers available in the country who always said, "तुम्हें शादी नहीं करनी है तो मत करो, तुम्हें ऐसे ही रहना है तो ऐसे ही रहो, मैं हूं तुम्हारे लिए." It's like very unfortunate that I lost him, but even today, when I get tired, when I am totally, out of my energies, it is my husband who says, and I say, "यार नहीं करना है." He says, "मुझे पता है तुम कर पाओगे, बस तुम करो." So I think ये
Right.
इतना जरूरी है लाइफ में, कि ये दो ही लोग हैं जो आपको, मतलब आपकी जिंदगी में आपका जो बेस फाउंडेशन है वो आपके पापा बनाते हैं, और उस फाउंडेशन को
Right.
मतलब आगे ले जाना आपके हस्बैंड के हाथ में है। तो आई थिंक ये बहुत
Right.
बहुत जरूरी है सबके लिए।
Yeah.
तो
Yes.
कंक्लूजन यही है कि हमें सपोर्ट की जरूरत है, पर हमारे में स्ट्रेंथ है कि हम कुछ कर सकते हैं। दैट इज वन थिंग।
Yes.
वो स्ट्रेंथ हर विमेन को फील करना चाहिए कि हाँ, हम कर सकते हैं। ये नहीं कर सकते तो ये कर सकते हैं, ये नहीं तो कुछ और सही, बट कुछ भी हम कुछ ना कुछ तो कर सकते हैं। दैट वन थिंग शुड बी देयर। और सपोर्ट अगर आपको नहीं भी मिल रहा है, प्राची इज एन एग्जांपल, सपोर्ट नहीं भी मिला, शी स्टूड स्ट्रांग एंड शी डिड इट फॉर हरसेल्फ। नाउ शी इज
Yeah.
हेल्पिंग मेनी मेनी अदर women. सो दैट इज द पावर जो आप में है, और जो कई बार हम सोचते हैं ना कि नहीं है हमारे पास, बट वो पावर हर किसी के पास है। वी नीड टू एम्पावर इट फ्रॉम विद इन। So that is the take from two examples which I have in front of me right now. So on this thing, we are on last question. What concrete steps we can take to advance women empowerment? So any two, three things which comes to your mind, Prachi and Poulomi both, so you can share your views on this.
The first one would be change in the mindset, a paradigm shift that needs to be done. वो transition बहुत जरूरी है. The second that we
True.
were talking about, बहुत सारे schemes है, options है, courses है, बहुत सारे women forums है, NGOs है, जहां आप approach कर सकते हो. And I think that
Yes.
upbringing बहुत जरूरी होता है, कि बचपन से आप ये मत सिखाओ कि किसी लड़की को कि आपको यही करना है, आखिर करना क्या है, शादी ही करके जाना है, ये मत सिखाओ। शादी जब करनी होगी, अगर उसको करना होगा तो वैसे ही कर लेगी, उसके लिए किसी को बताने की जरूरत नहीं होती है। दैट्स एज ओल्ड थिंग, वो परंपरा चली आ रही है और चली जाएंगे। तो these are the three concrete things I think you have to take it up as a society, as an individual, first and foremost। बस वो पैराडाइम शिफ्ट हो जाए ना माइंडसेट का, तो वो काफी है, बाकी सारे
Right.
वैसे ही फॉलो हो जाएंगे स्टेप बाय स्टेप। दीज आर ऑल
True.
इंटरकनेक्टेड, so that's very
True.
very
Yes.
important।
Wonderful. And Prachi, your views on this,
Yeah, and I
please?
agree to the same thing that mindset shift होना बहुत जरूरी है. And another thing is that I have seen like women are leg pulling other women. Like अगर एक औरत आगे बढ़ रही है तो उसको criticism women से ज्यादा मिलता है, more than men,
You
right?
are right.
Woman is jealous of woman. Woman is in competition of woman, right? So no woman, like I've seen very few women, they appreciate the other woman who's going ahead or becoming successful. तो ये जो माइंडसेट है ये भी बचपन से ही आया है कि कोई हम बहुत ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल हो रहे हैं तो यू शुड either you should appreciate that person or learn from that person that how they got into that, how they got successful. But यहाँ पे ऐसे नहीं हो रहा है. तो
Correct.
ये वुमेन शुड सपोर्ट वुमेन, वुमेन शुड कोऑपरेट अदर वुमेन. आज एक घर में दो औरतें हैं, सास और बहू, क्या हो रहा है आज? मार रहे एक दूसरे को, झगड़े कर रहे,
एक
कहाँ
बहुत
सपोर्ट
अच्छा
कर रहे एक
एग्जांपल
दूसरे को?
है, Lijjat Papad is one of the largest manufacturer of papad. मतलब started by women, supporting women
हाँ,
for the
राइट.
welfare of women.
Yes, yes. So
So
women should support women.
yes,
That's the one biggest thing. And mindset उनका change होना बहुत जरूरी है. और many women they feel that जब problems आती है तो अभी कहाँ जाए कहाँ जाए कहाँ जाए. पर उनको ये पता नहीं है कि कितने सारे women empowerment NGOs है जो उनको support कर सकते हैं. तो हर घर में ये एक मैसेज जाना बहुत जरूरी है कि अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है, अगर आपको कोई तकलीफ दे रहा है, कोई भी तकलीफ हो आपको, इमोशनल, मेंटल, करियर, फाइनेंशियल लेवल पे कोई भी तकलीफ हो, आपके आसपास के एनजीओ को आप कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं. गवर्नमेंट ने ये हर वुमेन को इंफॉर्मेशन उनके घर तक पास होनी चाहिए
correct,
कि आपको अगर कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, आप पास के ये 10 एनजीओ है, ये लिस्ट है, इनको आप अप्रोच करें. राइट.
true, true.
So
So
women should support women. Of course, that's the first thing because that is in our hands. वो हम कर सकते हैं. बाकी we can't talk about the society or ये सब. Women is supporting women. then many things can change.
True. And my belief also on this thing is कि सबसे पहला जो चीज important है वो ये कि पेरेंट्स की सबसे बड़ी responsibility है they should teach their children both equally and give them power both equally. तो आप अपने बच्चों को बचपन से ही अगर वो चीज सिखाना शुरू करोगे डेफिनेटली दैट विल हेल्प देम. और दूसरा टीच देम टू रिस्पेक्ट ईच अदर यानी बोथ जेंडर्स. ऐसा
Right,
नहीं है कि आप सिर्फ एक को ज्यादा वेटेज दो और दूसरे को कम, दोनों को बराबर. दिस इज फर्स्ट थिंग. सेकेंड थिंग इज अवेयरनेस ऑफ गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स है, एम्पावरमेंट की बात हम कर रहे हैं वो एवरीथिंग दैट शुड बी मेड अवेलेबल टू एवरी वुमेन एवरी मैन और बच्चों को भी इनफैक्ट. तो इसके बारे में अवेयरनेस होना जरूरी है. एंड थर्ड
right,
थिंग इज माइंड शिफ्ट ऑफ नॉट ओनली द वुमेन बट ऑल्सो द मेन एंड पेरेंट्स. जो भी सोसाइटी में लोग हैं हर किसी का माइंड शिफ्ट जरूरी है. And those three things are really important to get them included in the society. और उनका जो रोल है इकोनॉमिकली, फाइनेंशियली और इमोशनली, वो सारी चीजें जो है वो फुलफिल होंगी तभी जब वो इंक्लूडेड रहेंगे सोसाइटी में एज एन इक्वल जेंडर, एज एन इक्वल पीपल. So that is really important. These three things are from my side.
right, right, right. True.
तो विद दिस नोट वी कैन से कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है विमेन एम्पावरमेंट, बट उससे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि हम एक अच्छा माइंड शिफ्ट क्रिएट करें, एक अच्छा कल्चर
हम अपनी सोच
क्रिएट
बदले
करें.
बस.
सोच बदलें. सोच बदलेंगे तो चीजें बदलनी शुरू हो जाएंगी पॉजिटिव साइड पे. तो
Yes,
विद दिस
yes,
नोट
true.
अपनी सोच बदलें और एक पॉजिटिव कल्चर क्रिएट करें. वी आर एंडिंग दिस सेशन. थैंक यू
Yes.
सो मच Paulomi, and
Thank you.
thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Jitendra. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
Jitin.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prachi.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
Thank
very
you.
much.
much,
Thank you.
everyone. Thank you so very much, everyone, for watching and listening. And thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you.